If I had to break it down, the reasons why I stay awake. Number one's the endless cycle of the choices that I fake. Number five's a late night spiral, scrolling through my phone. And somewhere in the middle is the fear of being all alone. My calendar's a battle zone, my coffee's gone cold, and my dreams feel like a sweater that's unraveling with holes. It's like a freight train slamming on a rickety track, or a kite in a hurricane that won't come back. I'm stuck, I'm strung out, I'm a little offbeat, but I'm still tapping my feet. Yeah, I'm still tapping my feet. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. Got a letter from my landlord saying rent's overdue, and the fridge is humming louder than a midnight blues tune. I've been patching all the cracks with the roll of duct tape, but the walls are caving in and I can't escape. Every word if that I whisper grows into a roar. I'm a ship without a captain, headed straight for the shore. It's like a parachute pack with a hole in the seams, or a firework fizzling before it gleams. I'm afraid I'm faded, I'm a little off key, but I'm still humming my dream. Yeah, I'm still humming my dream. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. There's a spark in the chaos, a light in the haze, a rhythm in the madness of these tangled up days. I don't need perfection, just a second to breathe. A little bit of hope is all I really need. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out. I'm gonna scream until my lungs give out. Live a little louder, make it count. I'll keep pushing till the walls come down. I won't let go, I won't back out.
Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, where yes, I've already messed up. I had something weird with my streaming settings that I've been attempting to fix, and apparently I messed that up. But hey, at least I'm not muted for the first couple minutes of the show. I can see at least my volume is coming through to you guys. Now, I don't know if the song volume will. I know the intro song did, but that's a completely different file. So we're getting there. You know, your boy's getting used to the Stream Deck, the soundboard, a whole new monitor, getting used to a new camera placement. There's just a lot going on, and you know, I need to push myself to be better. So if you guys could just offer me a little bit of leeway as I'm trying to pick up the shambles that are my life, that would be greatly appreciated. It is a beautiful Wednesday, February the 18th. Happy hump day to all of you who celebrate. It is also an FOMC meeting minutes today at 2 p.m. Eastern, so pretty much the end of the trading session. We will be getting the meeting minutes for the last FOMC meeting. So I'm already seeing a little bit of it on the internet. FOMC. No. It's not a big FOMC meeting today. We're just getting the detailed notes of the last FOMC meeting, and that will be coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be the major thing of the day. But of course, between then or now, then, and even a little after, there's a couple of things we need to chit chat about, a couple things that we should be getting into. So I'm going to give you a quick little spiel of all the major things going on in the world that you should know about. And then I kind of want to get into the context of trading today, active trading today, because it is a slippery surface. It looks as slippery as, I don't know, the figure skating rink or the curling arena or whatever you want to call it, but there's negative gamma above, below. We have extremely low stability, and we see that the Mag 7 is tilted to the tits with puts. The put skew is as strong as could be, which is telling me that today could have quite a bit of velocity in either direction. So a lot of interesting mathematical things to comment on with all of you. And let me see if I can get this right. All right. If I click this, oh no, it works. Hell yeah. But what if I click this? Okay. What if I click this? What if I click this? This. Okay. This. That's where I want to be. Nice. We're working today, brother. Stock futures rise ahead of Fed minutes as NVIDIA shares gain. So right now, pre-market trading, the SPY and the Qs are above their closing value from yesterday, but below the high value. Early this morning, we were looking pretty decent. We're giving a little bit back. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those things just because of the proximity that at market open, we just want to do that quick green to red test. So that's what I'm kind of looking for. So I just want to put that out there. Yeah, we're a little green. We are giving some of it back though. In terms of the larger news, the leader of the ECB, the European Central Bank, Lagarde, reported to consider early exit. Let's see if I have the volume on. I believe, can you guys hear this?
The Financial Times is reporting that Christine Lagarde is expected to leave the ECB before her 8-year term as president expires in October next year. The ECB responded, President Lagarde is totally focused on her mission and has not taken any decision regarding the end of her term. This is what President Lagarde told Bloomberg on a recent episode of Leaders with Francine Lacqua.
It was a challenge. It was Europe. I was always under the impression that it was a 5-year term, and I hadn't checked. So having said yes to Macron
feels a little awkward.
I said, oh, okay, well, I'll be in Frankfurt for 5 years. And at that point, Macron said, no, for 8 years. But it was too late.
Well, Bloomberg's ECB editor Jana Rondow joins us now for more. Jana, is she going to go? What are we expecting to see? This is a bill, we should say, builds on some of the reporting that Bloomberg has done in recent weeks.
Yeah, that's an excellent question, and I'm afraid I don't have a detailed answer. We've heard she said she's not a quitter. She, in the past, said she will continue to serve her term. But of course, all this got kicked off last week when the governor of the Banque de France, François Villeroy de Galhau, announced that he would leave the institution, the Banque de France, in June to work for a charity, and it all had a bit of a flavor. And of course, that means French President Emmanuel Macron gets to pick his successor. And I think some of the same dynamic, the same speculation is underway. Of course, France has presidential elections next spring. The far right is riding high in the polls. And there is some concern of, can we entrust the far right in France to have a say in picking the successor to Christine Lagarde? That is why we are having this discussion.
I wish
I
could talk like that. It feels like it makes you sound pretty fancy.
If you read closely between the lines, of course, she says she hasn't thought about ending her term. It's not a denial, if you ask me. It also means she hasn't made up her mind. So until she does, until she either serves out her term, until the French elections happen, or until she resigns, this speculation is now going to be with us, and it'll be very interesting. And we, of course, will put in some calls.
I know sometimes I get a little bit too conspiratorial in here, but if you ask me, it's a little bit suspect when the reason was, I didn't know it was an 8-year term. I thought I was just doing this for 5. Like, what do you mean? And there's an extra 3 in there. This idea of, like, you don't know how long the term is when you're one of the most influential people in the world feels a little suspect. I feel like there's more to the story, but hey, that is just one man's opinion. Japan and the U.S. reach a $36 billion of gas mineral deals in a Trump pact. So we have a little bit more international movement. Trump lauds Japan's pledge to invest $36 billion in the U.S. oil, gas, and critical mineral projects. The U.S. President Donald Trump has lauded nearly $36 billion in investment from Japan to support the Three America-based project. It represents the first batch of investments by Tokyo following a landmark trade deal struck under Trump last year. The new Japanese Prime Minister, not even going to attempt to say the name, I know I'm going to butcher it, my apologies, said that oil, gas, and critical mineral projects strengthen the Japan-U.S. alliance. So we're going out there striking some deals of our own as we see other countries such as India and Canada doing their same. So a little bit of positive news there in terms of the U.S.-Japanese relationships. Bringing it a little bit home, and this is actually, I know I just recently moved out of New York City, but I'm very, very happy I did because you got to check this out. Mamdani, who's the current mayor of New York City, and he's just a hardcore socialist, warns of nearly 10% property tax boosts if no tax on wealthy. New York City mayor says drastic measures might be needed to fund his proposed budget. So he's doing exactly what communists and socialists do of saying, hey, I didn't get what I want, so I'm about to hit everyone with a 9.5% property tax. Absolutely insane. Mayor Zohran Mamdani proposed a 9.5% New York City property tax hike to generate $3.7 billion for the fiscal year 2027. Dude, this guy is speed running, doing exactly what all the people paying attention, and I guess you could call him his opponents, said he was going to do, is basically figure out a way to take money from everyone. Mayor Zohran Mamdani proposed raising New York City property taxes by nearly 10%, having failed so far to persuade the New York governor, Hochul, to increase taxes on corporations and the wealthy. Remember the whole thing of, oh, free buses, free bus rides. Well, obviously, prices have already increased. This isn't really getting, I guess, much airtime, but I want you guys to know because I was there in New York City. Bus prices went up. His major promise is like, I'm going to help out the little guy. No, did not happen. And now he's screwing over all property owners by the tune of 9.5%. Yes. Higher taxes for rich corporations and individuals remain his first choice, Mamdani said Tuesday as he shared his proposed budget for fiscal year 2027. If those options are off the table, his budget recommends raising city property taxes by 9.5%, which would generate $3.7 billion. He also called for the drawing down on the city's reserves of $1.2 billion to help closing a looming budget deficit. We do not want to have to turn to such drastic measures to balance our budget. This is the issue that all socialists always end up facing is you end up running out of money to take from other people. The fact that this has happened so quickly and people it has to be embarrassing. It has to be embarrassing that everyone's like, hey, just so you guys know, he's a hardcore socialist. It's probably not going to end well. And within a couple months, it exactly goes that way. And I get it. He wasn't running against anyone legitimate. No one liked Cuomo. He probably ran one of the worst campaigns, while Mamdani legitimately ran a good campaign. He got a younger age demographic to actually come out and vote. So from the point of running a campaign, I understand how it played out the way it did. But honestly, if they just picked a random person off the streets of New York City, they probably would have done super well and probably would be the current mayor. So I understand how we're to this situation we are in terms of the political dynamic and also from just the generic lack of education about how we have good running politics and economies here and there. And obviously that's just not being taught. And this is why certain people are attracted to the idea of socialism and communism, which I want to be very clear, has never worked anywhere at one point in time, ever. You fact check me on it. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. But if you can show me a true either aspect of communism or socialism that has led to economic growth, higher quality of living, higher living standards for its population, I'm waiting. But it is literally never, ever, ever worked. You can find one counterexample. I would absolutely love to hear it, but it is sad. I mean, I love New York City. It's fun. What you can get in New York City, you can literally not get anywhere else in life. And the fact that it's just speed running, the downfall of it's sad. It's absolutely sad. So here we are. Anyway, bringing it to the market for today. Let me get, just so you guys can see what's going on. Today, Wednesday, the 18th, we did get durable goods at 8:30 this morning. FOMC meeting minutes coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, we're getting some important manufacturing numbers. And then the most important day of the week is going to be this Friday, where we get a GDP report, an inflation report, more manufacturing numbers. We're going to get some Michigan numbers and new home sales. So Friday is going to be very, very packed, but obviously some stuff today and tomorrow that you got to pay attention to. Don't forget, we are in earnings season. I would say the major one of the week is before the market opens on Thursday, Walmart. It's the only top 10 company reporting this week. But obviously you might want to pay attention to John Deere, Klarna, Open Door. That's the pump and dump. I love Texas Roadhouse, looking at that. So feel free to screenshot this. We are in earnings season, but obviously things are slowing down a little bit. Palo Alto Networks slumped 7% as third quarter profit guidance falls short. I find this one interesting. This is a Nancy Pelosi play. And the fact that Nancy Pelosi is kind of picking wrong on one, I don't know. I think it's interesting to point out. But as the very, very first thing we were looking at today, NVIDIA is catching a pre-market bid, currently up 1.8%. Check this out. ARM shares edge higher in pre-market as NVIDIA shakes up its AI bets. NVIDIA's filing yesterday with the SEC showed it had offloaded semiconductor firm ARM. The chip giant's exit from the stake in ARM does not spell the end of its ties between the two companies. So the market reacting a little bit. ARM is a company actually out of China, so worthwhile to pay attention to that. Anthropic releases Claude Sonnet 4.6, continuing to breakneck pace of AI model release. So right now we're in OpenAI's ChatGPT and Anthropic's Claude. They're always releasing. I'm going to spend some time today checking out the new model. These are the major two models that I use. In terms of news, I do go to Grok, so I end up using pretty much every single day of my life. I am very excited to see what this new one is, see if I can pull off some vibe coding. So for any of my other AI enthusiasts in here, you might want to be checking out Sonnet 4.6. Meta expands NVIDIA deal to use millions of AI chips in data centers build out, including standalone CPUs. Let's see how Meta is reacting to the news of the morning. Not really moving much. In fact, it hasn't. It's violently kind of gone nowhere for a while. So Meta not really reacting. NVIDIA, like I said, up 1.8%. ARM is currently up 1.8% as well. AMD is down 2.4%, missing the boat on that one. Avago. See, there's a lot of weakness right now just in the major tech names. Where I'm seeing strength still is TSM, Taiwan Semi-Manufacturing Company, and then ASML, also very, very strong. So these are the two I've been putting, and actually Texas Roadhouse, which is about to have earnings, but check this out. Texas Roadhouse also holding on pretty nicely. Other than that, across the board, I am seeing weakness. Overall, NVIDIA is just at its major EMAs. Tesla is below its cloud. Palantir is below its cloud. Microsoft is very much below its cloud. Google recently cracking below, not so good. AMD below. Meta below. Like everything is just below its exponential moving. Apple showing a little bit of strength. That could be a higher low right there. Overall, it's consolidation. We also have a lower high, higher low. Avago below its cloud, Walmart looking decent, Rum below its cloud, Netflix below its cloud, Oracle below its cloud. Like you're seeing the general theme right now that a lot of the market in the recent term is taking a hit. So in terms of standout strength, TSM, ASML, Hut was looking good. This is a mining company that was trying to hold. So interesting. CoreWeave trying to hold. Texas Roadhouse is definitely holding. So just want to give you a couple names of where we see some strength, but across the board, definitely a little bit more weakness than anything else, at least based on the last week or 3 weeks worth of movement. So obviously it can change on a dime. But I do want to let you know that I'm expecting craziness. I might be a little too zoomed out, but this is stability, 4%. There's a lot of negative gamma above. There's a lot of negative gamma below. There's a lot going on in both directions. So maybe even more so than yesterday, my base assumption for the day is large ranges in potentially both directions, maybe just one direction. But this is a very slippery texture today, a very, very slippery texture. Whichever way we get going, I think we could get going at least in SPX tens of points, in NQ hundreds of points. It could reverse on a dime and go the opposite way that much. So I'm expecting quite a bit of craziness. Stability very, very low. The other thing I want to bring to your attention since we were just looking at some of those Mag 7 names, look at how that's very strong put skew. To the left, it means puts are being favored. To the right, it means calls are being favored. And I looked at the Mag 7. So yeah, you have some of the indices and then all the major tech plays. Everything is living in the world of put skew. So that's another thing that's obviously adding a little bit to the negative gamma structure, the context, the surface we have right now. But overall, people are clearly buying protection. I don't know if they are right. All I can do is comment on the bets that are currently within the market, and they are, for whatever reason, buying quite a bit of protection. Now, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but don't be surprised if we just have a random drop one of these days because someone is betting on that. And I do want to bring your attention to Spot Gamma's report here. Today is the 18th. Can we make this a little bit better? What is this? SMH, AMD, Google show extreme options activity amidst mixed market signals. So let me zoom in to see what we actually have going on here. What do we have? Buying to open IWM puts. You have SPX calls, SPY puts, VIX calls. Wow, look at this. Okay, so the major thing that's jumping out to me, let me just zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit more. Look at all these VIX calls. Calls for, wow, February 18th, March 18th, March 18th, April 15th, April. People are buying to open VIX calls. Clearly, someone is betting on an expansive volatility. There's a little bit of selling to open. They might be doing a little bit of hedging. They might be turning it into spreads, but the fact that they're buying to open, like this is the net result, a bunch of VIX calls. I just want to put it out there. Of course, just because someone has big money, that doesn't mean that they're right. But I'm just letting you know, big money is betting on an expansive volatility, which most of the time means that they're betting on a drop in the market. And when I see this texture, all this, like there's a little bit of positive gamma all the way up here at 6990. Other than that, I mean, look at it this today. There is a seemingly... This might be a call debit spread, or they might not be related at all. But we have a structure basically at 6,900 all the way up to 6,925. And then to the south side, there are clear bets on 6,780. And then there's a put credit spread all the way at 6,750. So we're talking about 6,750 to above 6,900. That is a massive range. And that's just for the SPX. Obviously, we've been seeing the craziness in the Mag 7. We've been seeing it in the NASDAQ. So today, similar to yesterday, which I didn't do this, today is a day to probably size down. William, shout out, $5 on that Rumble wall with Tether. Thank you, William. That's very, very kind of you. So we're obviously going to be watching what is happening at market open, what is or isn't, but commenting on the point of sizing down. So everyone in the Discord knows this. And if you guys are signed up for the free newsletter, you know this as well. I ended up making quite a bit of money. This is just one of my positions. This wasn't futures. This was just selling options. But this is one of those points where I made $3,240 and you can see the trades here, like just to kind of, I sold some premium. Let me move myself over. I sold premium at 1040. I doubled down at 12.12. I took some of it off the table at 3.38, and I took the rest of it off the table at 3.54. This, even though that's a good return, like I don't want to be oblivious to the fact that a $3,000 return in one day is very, very good. But this is an amazing example of sometimes you do a degenerate gamble and it pays off. That does not make it a good trade. I spent a lot of time talking about this in the Goonie Trading Discord. If you want to trade with me, sign up for it. And I like try to talk to you guys about this a lot as well. Am I happy that I made money? Yeah, I'm happy I made money. I'm happy I didn't lose money. But that's a very different question than, was it a good trade? At one point, this trade could have cost me anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000. And honestly, if I got more tilted, it might have even cost me $40,000. Do you see how extremely asymmetric that is? And it's not like I just went rogue and started trading random things. I did trade a legitimate signal, but the sizing was way too big. I sold these call credit spreads. I sold 25 of them, and then I sold 15 more. So I was net selling call credit spreads, 40 of them. My sizing at max with a better strengths, signal should have been 20. So I was double the size on a signal that I shouldn't have been doing it. And obviously it broke my way. Once again, I made money, but I think we really have to detach ourselves from decision-making and either profitability or lack of it. Because you made a good decision does not mean you made or lost money. Because you made or lost money doesn't mean it was a good or a bad decision. It is possible to make a good decision and make money or lose money. It is possible to make a bad trading decision and make or lose money. These are not correlated things in singular instances. Of course, in the long run, you're hoping that your P&L continues to grow as you're making good decision time and time again. But I need to remind you this. One bad decision, which I was doing yesterday, can reverse days, weeks, months, quarters, years worth of work. And that's what I was doing yesterday. I made a bad decision and I put myself in a scenario where I could have been erasing about 6 weeks worth of gains. It was just idiotic. It was stupid. And I guess this is your friendly neighborhood reminder that day in and day out, when it comes to active trading, you cannot afford to be undisciplined even one time. We live in a game where one little misstep can ruin it all. And as a person who's been doing this for over a decade, yeah, obviously I have issues with it. I have days and weeks and sometimes months where I'm on the ball, and I'm not messing up. And then there's days like yesterday where it kind of almost sneaks up on you. And then before you know it, you're just getting completely destroyed. So did Lady Luck end up breaking in my favor? Yes, 100%. But that does not mean it was a good decision. I liked the entry. I liked, I guess, the exit management, but I absolutely hate the size. I traded way too big and it almost cost me anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000. So the key to trading here, as I try to drive home in a myriad of different ways, is if you just are never putting yourself in the position that things could theoretically blow out, well, congrats. It's never going to blow out. So I just wanted to be a little open and transparent that not everything is always so hunky-dory, but it is what it is. Let me switch over to this. Let me get rid of that. Like I said, if you want to trade with me, goonieTrading.com. And actually, as we're talking about it, I might have a trade hitting here soon. I might have a little bit of a morning. What? No. How did that happen? Ooh, I accidentally double copy traded over here on these FFN accounts.
Order filled.
I'm confused. I made money, but I think I accidentally double copy traded. Yeah, hang on. Let's look at this. I think I had 2 trade copiers set up, so I can't really complain about it that much. I just want to see what actually happened. Yeah, see how it has like all this weird stuff? I accidentally doubled it up. Like, so I meant to go short 1, and it ended up getting a fill there. Interesting. Well, hey, I guess it happens that way. Sometimes you make bad decisions and it works out. Dingity ding ding ding. The world's largest casino is now open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly, and if not, have fun. It's just money. You can't take it with you when you go. Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Came for the stock, stayed for the emotional support. Oh, that was supposed to be an alert. Why did that not work? Why is that? I'm talking to my producer right now to see why this alert. We try to hook up a new system. We tried a new system. Let's see. I want you guys to be able to do the talk to text because it adds like a lot of degeneracy, and it's basically you guys will be able to see if you can get me tilted or not. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to wait for the opening session. Obviously, I missed this trade of the day, but we could do it anyway. I have, you guys blew out an account on me yesterday, so I do have a fresh account here. When do you guys want to trade this one? Matt, for the trade yesterday, size one's the one thing, and the control of your risk, and 20 was the contracts mentioned. Anything else like a stop? The stop is more so There's a couple ways you can handle it, and I'm not saying one size fits all here by any means. For me, I end up using the management of when my stop is getting tested, or probably when my long leg is getting tested. That's like when I pull it out. But another way you could do it when you're selling premium is you could take on the full risk, so you just need to size it accordingly. So there's a couple ways to do it. And I'm once again, I want to be clear. I'm not saying there is one evidently clear best way to execute this. But for me and Piper, you kind of have two options. You either be humble enough initially to size down, and your risk is controlled by the width of the spread itself. And you say, okay, if it fully blows out, that's the risk I'm willing to take. So you can control it with your initial sizing. Or if you want to be a little bit more disciplined and active trade, if you are disciplined, you can manage it in the trade. And sometimes I attempt to do that, and I'll dump it if I don't like the setup when my long leg is getting tested. Is like sometimes how I handle it. But I do want to make sure I didn't mess up the bot for the second time. That was a nice little surprise, honestly, that I got some bonus money. You can see my trade of the day. I just took advantage of some of this weakness right here. I sold it at 843, collected there. I wanted to front run 800. I collected it at 805 just in case buyer stepped in. Obviously, I could have gone for another 50 points there, but you just never know if buyers are going to choose to aggressively step in. So I just wanted to share that. But here, let me fix this up because sometimes it does make the screen look a little messed up. All right, let's do that. Quick question. Folks, you got to help your boy out here. I see some people on the interwebs, if you will, with really, really good looking ninja setups. How do I change my visuals? Like, I feel like this is a little boring. The text is a little off. Like, does anyone know if, hang on. Why? Shout out to Gimme Shelter. Piper is the best. I agree. But also, that was supposed to play through the alert system. But I didn't hear it. I mean, I could see it on the screen. You guys can see it on the screen too. But it was supposed to play text. Like, it was supposed to read. I didn't hear anything. Did you guys hear anything? Skip alert. There was very much supposed to be audio. Very much supposed to be audio. Oops. Hello. Where? I know it's black because I'm just trying to fix this alert. Just give me one quick second. It's not working. All right. I tried to get talk to text to work for you guys, and I see that it popped up. I unfortunately, I didn't hear any audio. I don't know if you guys did. I don't think it played, unfortunately. What's going on? What's going on this morning? Let's get a little bit of the options flow in here for you guys. I just want to remind you, there's a lot of negative gamma. Do not be surprised with big pushes to the upside, to the downside. This is a very slippery price texture today. So it's a good time to size down, be really on top of your ball of risk management, because if this thing gets going against you, it can really get going against you. But what's positive about that is if it gets going for you, it can really get going for you. Shout out to Standing Red, gifted 5 subscriptions to Matt Kohrs. Standing Red, he must be getting jacked up of all the red we're seeing on the gamma structure today. So I appreciate that. I very, very much appreciate that. That's so kind. So kind for the community. I honestly legitimately think we have the best community. Oh, speaking of the fact that I'm expecting very large ranges today, bada bing, bada boom, Apex is once again running the best deal that they run. You can get 90% off. So if you want to take the eval for less than $20 on a 50K account, this is the time to do it. 90% off with that code Goonie. By far the best deal right now. Like I said, sub $20. So you could just go to the website in the coupon section, just type in Goonie. Excuse me. I saw people asking what's going on with me today. I'm still waiting. As soon as I hear from Apex, I will let you guys know, but my accounts are still being reviewed. Remember, I think I was talking about this yesterday, that I spoke to other people who have also gotten a 7-figure payout, and it's anywhere from like 1 to 5 to 6 weeks. I have some of the fastest ones were within a week, but maybe they were already like pre-reviewing the accounts. And then I've heard some take a month and a half. So right now, I'm in the dark, you're in the dark, we're in the dark together, we're both scared, we're both crying. Like, it's just being one of those things that we just need to cry it out in the shower, to be completely honest. It's been an emotional roller coaster for me. It's similar to Anchorman 2 when he's in the phone booth and I'm a glass case of emotions, or a glass box of whatever the saying is. That's how I feel. Some days I'm feeling good about it. Some days I'm feeling bad about it. But in all reality, I'm just waiting. They have to review all of your trades. They review anti-money laundering. They review KYC, know your customer. They have to review fraud, like were you connecting to someone else's trading system? Like, they have a lot to review. I mean, I traded for 73 days and I probably averaged at least like 5 trades a day. And then on all 20 accounts, or actually 15 accounts, that's a lot of trades to review. And then on top of that, the KYC, the AML, fraud detection, like it's just one of those things that takes a while. And as much as it's, I suppose, not fun to deal with, like I wish it was like right away, we are talking about a legitimate amount of money. So I understand it. I'm not saying I enjoy it, but like I get it. I get when you're talking about a lot of money, you have to do a legitimate review. So we'll see. I hope the new Apex rules don't fudge you. It's not new rules. It's the same rule as MAE, if that's what you're referring to. They just have a new way of handling it. But once again, all that stuff is coming out now. My accounts have already been frozen since February 3rd. Apex has to check their bank to see if they have $1 million. I saw people joking that they're running the 90% off deal so they can have the money to pay me, which that's not true. I mean, this company has a cash flow over $50 million a month, but I do appreciate the joke of like, hey, okay, we got to run a big deal to be able to pay out your boy. So, hey, if you want to directly support Apex in attempting to get the money to pay me out, feel free to use that code Goonie. Like I said, it's not true. They are a behemoth of a company, Do you feel Apex has communicated the review process to your satisfaction? I guess I haven't really thought about it. I guess I don't really have a measure of satisfaction or not, because like maybe it was because I was already mentally prepared that I knew it took some time. So I suppose in terms of satisfaction, I don't know if I really thought of it as satisfactory or unsatisfactory, because I just thought it was like the process, if that makes sense. I guess I just haven't really thought about that. It wasn't really a thing in my mind of like, is this going well or unwell? It felt like this just is the process, if that makes any sense. Are there any rules on microscalping for, say, 25 ticks? No, but 25 ticks isn't microscalping. 25 ticks, sometimes that's like a legitimate trade, actually. I mean, you get a lot of 25 tick trades that add up. That's good. Microscalping is more of like you're continually going for like 1 or 2 ticks. I've never used Apex. How's the 30% consistency? Is that tough to do? Any suggestions? No. So 30% consistency just means no one calendar day can account for more than 30% of your total profit. So if you have $10,000 in total net profit, no one individual day can count for more than 30%. So no one day can be larger than $3,000. Now, if you think about it, that is kind of confusing, because on day one, let's say you trade and your very first day is $1,000. Well, that means, yeah, you already violated it because you've only traded for one day, and that one day is 100% of your profits. But don't think of it that way, because remember, you have to trade for 8 days anyway to do a payout. So look at it. Basically, the way I do it is I reverse engineer it. I look for the total amount that I want in a particular period. And then I know by multiplying that by 0.3, the 30%, that's what I'm allowed to do every individual day. So let's say my goal is $10,000. Let's say I want to run an account from 50K up to 60K. and I know I can't break the 3K rule. Well, I know even it doesn't matter the day. It could be day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I'm not going to exceed the basically 2,999. So I kind of just reverse engineer it. I know the total that I'm going for. I multiply that by 0.3, and then I cap myself there each day. So it doesn't matter if it's day 1, day 2, anything like that. But once again, the rule in a nutshell is no individual calendar day can account for more than 30% of your total profit. That's one of the 30% rules. The other 30% rule is the 30% MAE, which is the maximum adverse excursion. And what you have to do for that one is you look at your buffer, whatever your current buffer is, you multiply that by 0.3, and your unrealized drawdown can never exceed that number. So if your buffer is 2.5K, your unrealized drawdown can never exceed 750, or it's a soft breach. Actually, both of these rules are soft breaches. If you breach them, you're not going to lose your account on the first time, but they're going to deny your payout or make you trade for extra days before approving your payout. So you don't lose your account, at least on the first, or maybe even the first whatever amount of these soft rule breaks. It's not like blowing out your account where you have to completely restart. But anyway, that one is 30% of your buffer. Your unrealized drawdown can never exceed that, which basically the easy way to avoid that one is you set up an ATM strategy. Every morning, you look at your total buffer, you multiply it by 0.3, and you set up an ATM right here, custom, and you set up your stop loss where the position will close out on you before that occurs, so you don't break it. And then if you still want to be in the position, of course, you can just get in right away. But the point is to never let your unrealized P&L exceed 30% of your buffer. And after a certain while, it goes from 30% to 50%. So once you double your buffer, so on a 50K account, once you're at like 5,500 or something in that neck of the woods, it goes from 30% to 50%. So it does grow. So you do get more leeway as the accounts get bigger and bigger. Matt, welcome back to your mom's basement. Could you provide flow and important lines on IWM? Yeah. So, well, first of all, here is a look at the Mag 7 flow. It was getting hit, starting to pick up now at 942. Hang on. S&P 500 also starting to pick up. It was kind of doing nothing for the first 8 minutes, but now we're seeing a little bit of strength. And then you were asking about IWM. It popped, kind of gave it back. Not the most clear directional flow on that, but saw a little bit of strength and a pullback there. In terms of key levels, which I believe was your follow-up question, it's just consolidate. You're either looking for the breakdown of 258.50. A breakout of 265 is interesting. I think the party really gets going at 267. You could watch this consolidation. We do have lower highs and higher lows, so you can watch that wedge structure overall, but it's favoring the bulls. Well, I would say it's actually more bullish than the SPY and the Qs right now based on just its relative price action to all the EMAs. The Qs are clearly bearish. The SPY is a little bit stronger, but still on the weak side of things, while the Russell's legitimately holding. So out of these three, SPY, QQQ, IWM, just from a daily structure perspective, yeah, IWM is looking pretty good. I'll give you that for sure. What time is it?
Order filled.
Okay, see, I meant to have the ITM or ATM strategy. I like to hook those up beforehand, but I didn't toggle mine on via that conversation. Sell stop.
Order submitted.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not even trading on the accounts that have that right now, so I do have more leeway, but I just need to do some math on these ones. Where can I ride this to? So these Lucid accounts, 2K, 65. Okay, interesting. So really, I need to get out at like 20. So this is where I pass these tests. So there's no point in trying to go for more profit than that because that's where I pass these Lucid tests. But what am I doing? It is 946. Let's go back. Why am I taking a bullish position? Because I saw the SPY rip. Hang on. The Mag 7 was ripping and someone just clocked it. What about the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ, it seemed like we weren't really doing anything. And then there was a pop. So I was hoping for a little bit of a follow through, which we are currently not seeing. I'm playing with a little bit of house money already this morning because I had that one pre-market trade that I liked. Hang on. What do we have going on? I currently have a long on NQ at 865, and really what I was looking for was this continuation to push all the way up. I'm surprised it didn't. We're right back at VWAP. Maybe I'll get saved by that. Remember, VWAP is the volume weighted average price. Basically, you just look at all the trades at all the prices, you average it out, and that gives you VWAP, the volume weighted average price. So I kind of saw that little kiss right here at 9:45, the pop, the pullback, the follow through, which is why I was willing to get in. It was a little late. I could have been in 10 points earlier, but with this type of volatility and this craziness, that could have just kept going. So I'm not going to beat myself up really too bad for that one. What time is it? 9:48.
Order submitted.
Okay, watching VWAP. I need to give this a bit more room. What time is it? Wow.
Order filled.
Okay, not expecting that.
Order canceled.
Craziness. That sucked. What the fuck just happened there? That just vomited. I didn't even have enough time. Okay, that's a huge bummer. Just got wicked out. What the hell happened? Oh, I could see it. Bookmap is showing it. You could probably see it a little bit better right here. This dump was because of how many? Let's see how many. There was a market order of how many? 100, 2, 3. Someone just ordered out on NQ about 400 to 500 NQ contracts. They just hit the bid. Sell. That was unfortunate. That sucks. Yeah, you could see what it did to the SPY there, the Qs, the Bitcoin. That's a bummer, but whatever. You live to fight another day. Sit. And it's gone. That's how it felt. Like, what just a dagger. Knowing my luck, it's not even going to revisit it. It's just going to keep going here. Is this actually going to legitimately break down? Do I want to take... What are we doing? So SPY did try to pop. I guess, was this just a fake out? This is what I'm saying. As I was pointing out all... Let me zoom in so you could just see it. This is all just negative gamma. It's a lot of negative gamma. Get ready. So there's a node here at 860... 880, 900, 915. If we don't hold 855, then we're looking at 830. We're pretty much at 855 right now. So let me go into the 1 minute so you can see this a little bit better. If we don't hold 855, which I know it's a bit odd, most people are probably targeting 50. All I could tell you is the nodes at 855. So if we are not holding that, then I would be looking for the green to red test. That's basically the testing of the previous day's closing value, which is 6843. So I'm watching that zone right there. And then from that zone, if the market pushes lower, I'd be then looking to the top of the transition zone at 830. So the bear case is basically 55 doesn't hold, down to 43, 43 doesn't hold, down to 30. The bull case would be we bounce off of 55, come back up to 67, push to 80, and then from there 900. So that's your bull case, that's your bear case. Play it accordingly. How is flow looking? Nasdaq is giving some of it back, and so is... Okay, we got knocked below VWAP, and I was going to give it a second to see if it can recover above it, but right here, I liked it because we kissed VWAP, we pushed, I saw a strong flow. Unfortunately, it just got completely destroyed out. Hang on. Which way is it? The point of control is pretty much 825, maybe 822 or something like that. So we have VWAP at 830, point of control, which is just the price that most volume's been traded at, not an average value, like literally just the price where most volume's at. Huh. I was gonna take this breakdown trade. Is flow still weak? I was looking at this slope. Are we just retesting VWAP? Yeah, we are. Dude, brutal. Look at that. I did literally get wicked out. That's just brutal. If I was a little bit slower to react, I would have gotten knocked out up here. If I was a little bit faster, I could have pulled it down. And instead, your boy was right in the middle and just like the worst of all situations. The worst of all. All right, so SPY's recovering a little bit. Nasdaq's recovering a little bit. Mag 7 is still looking a bit unhealthy. 5 minute has to put in some work. I don't know, man. This hasn't really pushed bullish yet. 30 minute is attempting to save itself on the S&P 500. 5 minute, it kind of needs to get above the last 5 minute high. Same with 10 minute. We're just pushing the equilibrium. I don't know if this is worthwhile to chase quite yet to the upside, because I am not being convinced by the 5 or the 10. 30 minute is holding, but the 5, the 10, and the 4 hour, the 5, the 10, and the 4 hour on the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq right now all favors the bears. What I'm seeing is only the 30 minute is trying to hold on, which actually means that the 30 minute Orbo is probably going to be an interesting play of the day. It's going to be done forming in about 6-ish minutes, so I'm kind of watching that. But remember, 30 minute Orbo is literally the opening half hour bar. You just look at the extremes, the high and the low. And I'm curious in which way that's going to break. But this is a little bit of seller's remorse because I would already be back to being break even. And instead, it clocked me. That's a bummer. It happens. Sometimes you get unlucky. Sometimes you get lucky with it. But currently, no live position. Just kind of waiting it out. Waiting. 830, 600. Do I want this play? What time is it? 9:54. Have to be it. I mean, we're knocking. 8:30.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
All right, I am long too, but we're gonna switch some of this up.
Order submitted.
Uh, 76.
Order submitted.
Okay, what levels do I want today? What is this? This high is 62. So we're going to front run that one a little bit. And we're going to slap it up here at 59. Okay. Why? Why am I targeting this? Just to be a little didactic here. If you run some basic studies of looking at the overnight session, look at the extremes are taken out in excess of 85, 88% of the time. The trick to that is just to know which one's being targeted. At first, it looked like we were targeting the low at 701, but now with this reversal, it looks like maybe we are targeting the high at 62.75. So just knowing some stats of NQ and how this plays out, it is good to know where the overnight extremes are. And I guess on that note, I'm long too to try to get myself out of this hole. Do I want to do one to break even? I'm worried that there might be a flush below 900 before I really do anything here. Come on.
Order submitted.
You know what? Maybe that's just a good way because I am in a hole just to not do anything stupid. We'll target that. And then what am I long at? I am long at, well, no, that doesn't necessarily help me. 400. Maybe I just target 25,000.
Order submitted.
We'll see how this one goes. All right, I don't mind this setup. I'm trying to dump it at important levels. This is the overnight session high. I'm front running it by like 2-3 points, and then I'm targeting the next key psychological level, 25,000 flat. One of these, I am long too. One of these, the stop's already at break even. It's a riskless trade for one of the two, and the other one, the risk is at VWAP, which I plan on updating that. I just kind of put it on the chart to have it on the chart, and just in case there's some craziness, we'll get that down there. But really hoping I can unload one of these before that break even. Little chasey. I wish I got in at 845. I did chase it a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see if we can make some money here. Let's see if we can make a little bit of dinero. A little bit of dinero. What do we have here? All right, let's get a little tendies and tunes.
The charts above with the narrative to save themselves. Chasing high.
Come on, dude, we were right there. Right there. Come on, how close was that? The high was 58.50. I was off by less than a point. You have to be kidding, right? You have to be kidding, right? The high was 58.50. No way. How? Look at that. Look at how close that was. 58.50, and I've been at 49 this entire time. That's brutal. Brutal. What song is going to help us? I cannot believe that just happened. Come on. I was even trying to be good and front run it. Like I said, it was 62.75. It wasn't like, oh, he tried to do exactly that level. Like I was ahead of it by a random 4 points. Come on, make this the pop. Make this the pop. You got it. You could do it. I cannot believe that. Come on. Come on. Cut the trade, bud. Why would I do that? Why would I all of a sudden not stick to my trading plan? Do you think that that's a good idea, Elliot, to randomly just like throw your trading plan out the window and not give a shit about it? If you have a trading plan, you have to stick to the trading plan. Like that's the point of having a trading plan. It generally is not good to be like, yeah,
Order
I'm done
filled.
with it. And look at that. You make the money anyway.
Order
All right,
canceled.
stops at break even, freebie play. I basically got myself out of the whole, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. I do want to know. I might need a little bit more money. Because that's like enough. I might be off. I'm trying to get these ones right here, the Lucids, to 59. Wait, I should be good. Because I need 59,000. So I need about 600 more. Which would actually be around 980, maybe 990. Do I need to front run this? Maybe 990? Whatever. Stops at break even. It's a freebie trade, but I am looking to get these Lucids and actually the take profits. I want all of these to say right here. I have 5 Lucids. I have 5 take profits. I'm looking for them all to get above 159 because that's how you pass the evals. That's the profit target. So we're getting there. Actually, really, really close. Hopefully I'm not front running it by too much. I'm just trying to do some quick math. I might need 95. I'm trying to look at the worst one. The worst one is 15 more from here. I'm trying to look at the worst one. I think 92.50 should pay for everything. Come on. Come on. I think that should be enough to pass all of the take profits, to pass all of the lucids, and then FFN, I have more distance to go.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
We're gonna let the FFNs run.
Order canceled.
Because I don't need to stop necessarily.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
All right. So I'm just
order canceled.
Managing the FFN accounts.
Order canceled.
The other ones,
order canceled.
There's no point in letting it ride.
Order canceled.
Oh, FFN. Let me put that one back in there.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right, that's just for the FFNs. These other ones should be locking in pretty soon. Should be locking in pretty darn soon. Come on. Come on.
Order filled.
There we go.
Order canceled.
Bada bing, bada boom. 159, 159, 159, 159, 159, 159, 159, 159, 159, 159. 10 accounts, 2K each, $20,000. Bada bing, bada boom. And that was after going down 2K each. So it was actually a $40,000 swing. And I think there's a lot of traders who, like, when I do stuff like that, they're like, well, how do you get yourself out of the hole? Well, you get yourself out of the hole doing exactly what you know you should do. Like, it doesn't change. You stick to your trading plan. So who was it in there? Elliot was saying, well, actually, the chat's still up there. Elliot, cut the trade. Dude, you told me to cut the trade all the way over here at 958. We're above 25,000 now. You never know where it's going to go. You have to give it a little bit of a chance. If you're always cutting yourself short, you're never going to get the runner plays that you need to pay off the losers. Where was the song we listened to today? I really like that song. Was it this one? No. Where was that song? Where was that? Oh, we got to celebrate.
You getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad? I'm getting rich.
We also have a little of this.
Here comes the money.
What's this song? The Heist. We're listening to a little bit of The Heist. This one, I don't know if I could let these run more than... Fuck, what is it 50% or 40% on FFN? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Is it 40%? 40%? 3.6. I think I have to actually close these now.
Order filled.
I think it's 3.6. I could keep trading on this account. 3.35. I think it's 3,600. Am I losing my mind? Is it 40%? I think it's 40%. So cutting it off right there when I did was good. But I can keep trading on this other one. Whatever this account is. 998. This is the only one I can trade on, and I could trade it up for until it says 3,600. So I could trade it for another $700, but that's about it. Folks, I've already crushed it. So much easier than yesterday. So much easier. I guess here, let me quickly show you what's going on with options flow. But before we move on, Mag 7 huge pop, SPY huge pop. Any questions about the trades today? The trade in pre-market where I made a little bit of money, the trade right after market open that I lost quite a bit of money, and the trade that I used to get back to whatever. There was 40,000 here, and then 3,000 times 5, that's another 15. So that's 35K plus locked in one day, all done in front of you. In fact, I actually went down worse and then somehow made it. But questions. This is what we're doing it for, a breakdown. Do you have questions on the technicals, the options flow, the spot gamma, Apex, FFN, take profit? Before we move on, yeah, how did you lose money earlier? It just accidentally hit my stops. I was long right here at 946. I was long right here at 947. I had 2 longs. Remember, the blue little carrot things are longs. So I went long on the VWAP retest. I'll explain the whole thing. So right here, this white dash line is VWAP. We popped back. We pulled up. I saw it popping. I wanted to play that 10-minute orbital breakout, the 15-minute orbital breakout. I was long at 64. It went up to 81. Came back. I saw the higher low. Great. I took another long. Averaged down a little bit. I love the higher highs. The higher lows were respecting VWAP. I had my stops right at 22. I wanted to give it a bit more room, and I tried to move it down, and as I was moving it, like literally the order was like I was dragging it. Someone ordered out on NQ about 400 contracts, so it was a low liquidity thing, and we just dove from 843 all the way down to 800 flat. Surprise, surprise. Where did the buyer step in? Right where I got knocked out. So I went from up 500 to down 2,000 per account, and then I waited to see which way it was going to break. I said, okay, I was ready to short it. If this broke down, you probably saw my drawing where I was like, okay, like I'm looking for a fresh low. That never happened. We recovered. Similar to before, is there any difference between this setup and this setup? We pop, we pull back, we go. We pop, we pull back. This time, we actually did go. And that's like, there's too many people who are selling you guys bullshit, to be completely honest. Seriously, this structure right here, we recover VWAP, we retest it, and then we explode. How is that any different than here? It's just in one situation, it got reversed. In the next situation, we actually took off. So I'm so fucking sick and tired of people trying to show you, they cherry pick data. They're like, look it, whenever you recover VWAP, you gotta go long, because look it, I showed you one example of making money. And yet, obviously, we're all smart enough to just find a chart where you're like, well, hang on, it didn't work here. And that's my whole point of understanding the variance of the market. The exact same setup, the fucking exact same setup. In one situation, lost me money because it drew back from 880 all the way to 790, a 90-point pull drawback, which is $1.8 thousand. In one situation, it didn't work at all, and I gave it a shot. And then the exact same setup, and we have a completely different outcome. A completely different outcome. So this idea of like, no, if I wait for my setup, it has to work every time. I'm showing you the same setup. One here at 953, another one here at 945. And the only difference is they had exactly the opposite play out. Exactly the opposite. And that is what we refer to as variance. Sometimes with the best trading decision, you can lose money, and then making the same decision, honestly, a little chasey, ended up playing massive, massive dividends. And this is, people are, I don't know, it's almost like deceptive, this like marketing of it all, of like, no, like if you follow it and it works for you, like it has to work every single time. In fact, actually, good example, the Goonie Trading Discord yesterday, we have a signal in there called the Piper signal. It's a momentum measure of like, on the day, should you be bullish, should you be bearish? Yesterday, it fired bearish because the morning session, by many different statistical measures, was bearish. And then the market bounced, and there was a member in there who's like, oh my God, how could it bounce? It's so wrong. And like in an individual measure, yeah. But remember, nothing in this game is 100%. So if you're looking at signals and God forbid you're copying them, which you should just never arbitrarily copy, you have to understand the actual stats of it. When you say it works X% of the time, just because that number's high, Piper works 85, 88% of the time, something like that. As in about 1 in 5, 1 in 7 trading days, it's not going to be right. And people just don't understand those statistics. So whether I show you that VWAP retest, I can present the statistics to you and say, hey, in the initial balance, if we're within the first hour and we do the retest, it's good to go long or short. But that doesn't mean it's good to go long or short every single time and it's always going to work. There's going to be some percentage of time that just does not work. And that is coming back to the statistical term that I'm using. That is the variance of the situation, which is why, regardless of how confident you are, all roads lead back to proper sizing. If you are not using proper sizing, if you are not respecting your risk, you will not survive. You could take the best 5 out of 5 A++ setup every single time and come to me and say, Matt, I am so disciplined. I only look for the best setups and I only trade with those. But still, if you oversize on those continuously, eventually you will blow out your account. I promise you that's how it's going to work. You will blow out your account if you're oversized. In fact, I would argue sizing is more important than your entry and your exit, criteria, mantra, whatever you want to call it. That was a bounce off of 25,000. Do I want to take this long? I'm looking at this account right here. So
Order
right here,
filled.
see how I went long, but it auto set the ATM? That's exactly how you can avoid the MAE issues in the future. How much can I go for on this? 700? So this is the most I can go for. 65. So we're going to see if this plays out. I'm just trading on my final account. There's literally no advantage for me trading on these other accounts. Oh, okay. Thank you, Chaos. All right, so we're going to let that play out. You can see my risk is 95. You can see I'm long at 29. You can see my target is 65. I'm trading on one final account just to max out the consistency at 3.6K, and we're going to see how it goes from there. The S&P 500 ripped. Flow alert got hit, now currently recovering. Mag 7 got hit, recovered, now currently going flat. Momentum, 5 minutes bullish, 10-minute bullish, 30-minute bullish, 4-hour, alert, breaking bullish. Breaking bullish. Interesting. You know what? Let's drag this all the way down here. I like that on the 4-hour. And then looking at the Nasdaq, 5-minute bullish, 10-minute bullish, 30-minute bullish. We got that 30-minute Orbo breakout. And then looking at the 4-hour here, we are checking out some of these. 4-hour all pushing. So momentum is going bullish. And remember, actually, hang on. People are really setting up some defense, like almost like that tower defense game. We might be running into some issues here at 6,900 flat. Just want to bring your attention to that. All right. Here's the song from this morning, Scream by Lil Kohrs. Dude, what a song. What a song, brother. What a freaking song, brother. Remember, if you want to trade with someone else's money, right now, Apex is running a crazy deal, 90% off. This is an easy day to pass the evals, and they're dirt cheap. We have enough range that you can max out your contracts, and on a 50K account, 10 contracts, you just need on NQ for it to go 16 points in your favor. I do that stuff all the time to quickly pass it, and they're dirt cheap to do it, so 90% off with that code Goonie. If you want more in-depth discussions about my trades and what I do and how I handle it, well, that's what Goonie Trading's for, GoonieTrading.com. If you have any questions, come to the contact page, fill it out, and it comes directly to me. I do my best to respond to everyone within like 24 hours, and most people get a response within a couple hours. So any questions, comments, or concerns, come there. We haven't done any trades on this yet. Do I just rip it and try to get lucky? We're just no vibes. No vibes. Actually, only vibes. Exclusively vibes. I just randomly bought calls right out of key level saying it's going to break. It popped. It pulled back. We're betting on the break. This is on my Vanquish account. I got to fill at 1350. 14. We'll try to sell it at 1550. Let's see if we can make a quick 2K over here. We're just vibes. All vibes, no strat. Just past 5 Apex off of
Target
the 20.
filled.
Oh, fuck yes. Dude, today is turning up, Matt. Today is fucking turning up, Matt. Today.
Yeah, you getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad? I'm getting rich.
I'd like to dedicate that to the 2 people I had to ban from the Discord yesterday. You will forever go down in infamy in the Goonie Trading Discord. It's been a while since I've had to ban people. I had to ban 2 people yesterday because they're fucking retarded dickheads. The last person I had to ban tried to pitch the concept of everyone in the community trading high because he traded better when he was on mushrooms. And then he accused a Jewish person in our Discord of being anti-Semitic, which was a very interesting twist. I wish I was making this up, but ask people in the Discord. This is the type of shit I have to deal with. I literally had to ban a guy who is trading on mushrooms, saying he trades better when he's high, trying to convince everyone to take mushrooms to trade, and then he accused a Jewish person of being anti-Semitic. That's my life. Happy birthday, Matt. Where do you typically place VWAP? How far back do you go on the day trading? No, VWAP, it's pinned to market open. So it's anchored to market open at 6 p.m. Eastern. Or if you're using regular trading hours, it'd be 9:30. But on futures, I pin it to the market open at 6 p.m. Eastern. I learned from you not to touch the trade and let it go. I tend to touch it by lessening my risk. As it goes more and more in my favor, I take more and more risk off the table. So I wouldn't say I like completely just let it go, but I do manage it by just saying, okay, oh shit, 2K. Dude, can I miss today? Should I buy a lottery ticket? Should I buy like dude, I cannot, folks, what can I do to make money? Dude, your boy is on. I am reading the matrix of today's simulation like no other. I can't miss. What can I buy? A lottery. Should I buy a Pokemon card deck? Like, am I going to get the rarest fucking card? Dude, I am on today. I am fucking on. What else can we do? Olympic sports bet. All right, let's rip a bet. Dude, I literally can't lose today. I cannot lose. What's a sports bet coming up that we could do? Dude, this is, when you're in the zone, bro, you are in the zone. And I'm in it today. All right, what can we rip it here? What can we rip here? Someone give me something. Someone, India versus Netherlands. I don't know what sport that is. Should we bet on? No, India's live. Politics, trending. 1 of 7. All right, what's a good one? What will Moody say during the next earnings call? Snowboarding women's slopestyle gold medal winner. When's that? I want a soon one. Announces at the Olympic snowboard slopestyle final. Odds. Canada, Czech Republic. What's a good one? When will the Supreme Court issue? No, none of these are getting this. How do you get a soon one? Live 83. ATM. I'm trying to, folks, help me find a good one that we could do it. Bitcoin. You're saying Bitcoin 15 minutes. Bitcoin. Where's the Bitcoin? 11 a.m. today, 5 p.m. 11 a.m. range. What's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin's trading at 67,400 at 11. So we have 40 minutes above 67.5. It's currently at 67,385. Above 67,250. 67,250. As in, is it going to get rejected or break out? That's a pop. Dude, I can't miss today. I literally cannot miss. We're taking the yes. We're maxing it. Dude, I cannot miss today. We just did max bet. That might have been stupid, but we just did max bet. All right. What did I take? 6725 at 11 a.m. Can't miss. Fucking dude, cannot miss today. Folks, give me something else. This is easy. Your boy's gonna print today. I literally cannot miss today. It's actually legally impossible for me to miss today. Give me another one. We've maxed the sports betting account. We've already crushed it here on options. We've already crushed it here on future. What else can we do? What else? Folks, I need another one. What are we doing here? More. We're just printing free fucking money today. Actually, Piper did just fire. Hang on. I do need to do some of my job stuff. I need to do some of my actual job. What is today? Today is the 18th. We did that. I'm putting Piper in as quickly as I can. 18th, yes. Okay, Piper's in there if you're in the Discord. What else can I do? Do I need to trade myself? Oh, brother. Vol is getting crushed. All right, I'm selling some premium myself. Gotta fill. If you're in the Discord, I'm posting this as quickly as I can. We're maxing all these accounts today. This is too easy, folks. This is too easy. Too easy. Where's the Discord? Thick trades. All right, posting into thick trades. SPX. Dude, what a song. Dude, maybe we just need to jam today a little. Maybe we just need to jam a little today.
Thought I'd ride that rocket jet. Now my balance looking like a post-crash cigarette. Saw the news, bought the hype. Should've known it's all a grift. Now I'm baggled in the stock like it's my only Christmas gift. Tried to hedge, got wrecked. Tried to pivot, lost the bet. Took a swing, caught a knife. Now I'm drowning in regret. Told myself I'll play it smart. Just one more and then I'm through. Now I'm outside in the rain, screaming, please just break even, dude. I was chasing tickers like they owe me rent. Now the broker's knocking saying pay your debt. I was dominating but my hands got wrecked. And my P&L looks like a fucking mess. I was one bad trade from a margin call meltdown. Lost it all fast, now I'm spiraling down, 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 down. One dumb bet, now I'm out of the game. But I'll be back next week, still ain't learned a thing.
What a song. What a song.
I got cash in my pocket and nothing but time. All these charts in the closet.
Literally can't lose.
Red lines in my mind.
It's impossible for me to lose today. Sometimes you're just in the zone.
I just leave 'em
It's
there,
just,
I
it's
don't even
science,
care,
folks.
no.
It's
Open up
sometimes
the
you're on
fire,
a
I could
heater.
use a prayer. I got cash in my pocket,
How's my call sheet bet looking?
but I'm barely alive.
Fuck. We need to zoom in.
Feels like my world is crashing down. I just bought that deal, now it's smashing down.
All right.
How much margin did it take to get us flashing now?
Vibes or not,
Piece of my soul every time
it would be
I
easier if
flash.
this was just
So I'm
ripping.
asking every trader that's watching my passion, thinking I'm lost in
And
the
we have to
fashion.
watch this for another half hour.
Understand I'm just a dropout with a Bloomberg habit. I used to
It's kinda
screenshot
close.
dreams, now I panic by habits. Me and my boy back at that desk, no rest, we mapping, riding play.
Mag 7
Down on
popping,
napkins,
spy.
shots so small, we shared a tablet. Look what happened.
If you're in the Discord, Piper fired. That signal's in there. I took a trade. That's in there. And we're seeing how it goes. And we're praying, stop it, Bitcoin. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Come on, just pop and go. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have gone full port on this one. That's what losers say, though. That's what losers would say. Do we want to rip another one over here? Hope I'm alive to see the market cool his wrath somehow. Cause Powell said inflation and it's crashing now. Yeah, my first reaction was too fucking cracking. My portfolio shattered, don't ask where I'm at. I've been battling the fact. My greed turned savage. The only thing the chart asked was for me to manage. But I hung up too fast, went to sleep and denied. We're just ripping, dude. We're vibing today. We're just vibing it. I'm just happy that I didn't sell before the madness. Pocket, and nothing but can't lose. Ripping more calls on that one. Spy's kind of flattening out. Mag 7. Cause I ain't lived half my life. Saw the market crash, it whispered by. I said you tryna short up my afterlife. But I don't even care, you can keep me there, yeah. Holding up a flare, I needed a prayer, yeah. I got cash in my pocket, but I'm barely alive. I got cash in my pocket, and nothing but time. All right, I'm looking for 15. I'm long 10 of these contracts at the money at $13 each. And we're trying to dump them at 15 each. SPX shit. Just kind of going flat now. We've kind of been flat since 10:15, 10:20. I don't mind it though. It's just the market's trying to make me work for it because it's been too easy today. I kind of get the vibe, honestly. Is he bullish on BTC? I am until 11 a.m. That's the bet. The bet is, will Bitcoin be above 67,250 at 11 a.m. right here? Bitcoin price today at 11 a.m. 6725 or above. And the odds are not the best right now, brother. I need it. You know what we need? We need to cheat a little. Time for a little bit of cheating. We're going to make it really, really strong. One of these days, my grandchildren are going to realize I paid for their empire by using giant magnets. Can't miss now. Add a little bit of rocket ship support. Stop it. Stop it. Has to work. Those magnets have worked for years now? Yeah, it's a super secret technique. Super, super secret. Oh, now we're just kind of waiting. We're vibing. There's not much else for me to do today. I've played options, I've sold premium, I've played futures, I've played Kohrs binary Bitcoin bets. Matt, slow down, don't overtrade. This is the loser mindset. Dude, when you're on a heater, you're on a heater. Your money is made when you're on heaters. You got to identify when you're on a heater. I mean, that's just basic science. When you're on a heater, you're on a heater. You got to press your luck. And then if you're not on a heater, well, your luck is due to change soon, so you have to keep betting. That's the secret to gambling on numbers going up and down, is if you're on a heater, you're not allowed to leave. If you're on a bad run, well, your luck is due to change, so you got to keep at it. That's just science. Is that what Rain Man said? Probably. He's got the hat on. It's DJ. I just can't lose, folks. Some days you're bound to lose. And then other days, you are one with the system. I can read this matrix better than I can read a book. And of course, there's going to be people who are like, but Matt, you weren't hooked on phonics as a child. Of course, that, like, you could read anything better than you can read a book. You're a little slow. And you're not wrong. But I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. I think that's the major thing. Dude, I'm seeing Bitcoin pop a little, but we still have 27 minutes. I wish there were... Wait. Someone said you could do bets every 5 or 15 minutes. Where do you do that? I didn't see those options on Call Sheet. What website can you bet on Bitcoin ending every 15 minutes? Can someone help a buddy out? Can someone help a buddy out on that one? Anyone? Yes, no, maybe so. Bitcoin 15, yeah. Where though? Where? LMAO. First thing talking about this morning was to play it safe. Don't go all in. In your market, you are winning. Keep going. If you're losing, then go on. You get it. You get it. Call sheet, you could do it? And was I blind? 11. I'm not seeing the fifth. I'm seeing the hour and then 5 p.m. like the end of the day. Am I blind? I might just be blind. I'm not seeing it over here. It's 5 min on Poly Market. Let's see what they have on Poly Market. Is it in the daily here? State of the Union. Where's the 15-minute ones? Today? I'm not seeing it. Bro, Bitcoin is only going to move in between 671 and 67 bet. Okay. Let's see. You guys are telling me it's in here. I'm still not seeing the times. Okay, here we go. Okay, got it. So I'm seeing the 1 hour ones here. So I found something that has a little bit more action. Yeah, I see every hour. Interesting. What if I do 10:45? Okay, here are the... So if you search the 15-minute increments, it does come up. It's a little... Oh, here's the 5-minute ones. Okay, so if you type in the time, I typed in 10:45, you can see... Dude, this is so degenerate. This is like... some really, really degenerate shit. Call she has 15 minutes? I looked for it. Do I need to do the same thing? Type it in properly? 10:45. I'm not seeing the 15-minute increments on Call Sheet. I'm seeing all the way down to 5-minute increments on Poly Market. When in doubt, risk it all. Dude, it's one way to do it. How's this bet hit? No, I'm actually down on this bet. That sucks. All right. Oh, hell yeah. I'm already up to 95. Wait, I'm out. I'm up. Can I cash out now? I'm up some unknown amount of money. This account, what's Bitcoin? Dude, the magnet crushes again. Dude, give me another bet, folks. I literally cannot lose today. Folks, more. We got to buy lottery tickets. We got to invest in a cartel in Mexico. We got to pick random penny stocks. We got to go get an STD test. Dude, we are turning up positive today, folks. We cannot miss. I can't miss today. Folks, this is it. This is our day. You guys could fade me on every single bet, and we will not miss. Folks, just give me bets. I'll make them. You follow suit. We are crushing today. We are I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You guys just aren't paying attention. I feel like, give me a bet. I'll take it. You could take it. Look at this. I caused this. Dude, this is too easy. This is too... When you're on a heater, you're on a heater. When you're on a heater, 97. We full ported that one. We full ported that one. Next bet to hit is going to be this bet over here. We're down a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but it's going to hit. You just can't miss today. I can't miss today. It's too easy, dude. Folks, when you're me, this is daily life. Jeffrey Gober. I've been full port since Bell, bro. Matt, you're killing it. But if you really want to test your heater, go to AMC. That might be a good test of my ability today. If I bought AMC, would it go up? You know, is this an immovable object meets an unstoppable force type of a situation? Did he just say he wants a positive STD test? You know, leave it to Tenshi to focus on the wrong part of today's stream. Thanks a lot, man. 10K on Switzerland, curling men's futures. Dude, that sounds like it's a bet for me. We could do some curling bets. That's two markets. None of them really have the best liquidity, though. There's money on Switzerland, Canada. U.S. women's curling medal winner. U.S. versus... When are they, though? I want, like, soon, ones that are soon. Dude, we're going for it. We're about to get paid over here. Do we full port it on Switzerland? Full port Switzerland? I don't know really anything about curling, but it looks like Switzerland has it in the bag. It was supposed to be Canada, but they're a bunch of fucking cheaters. I could bet on Switzerland. Switzerland is 6-0. They started off low. When is it? Switzerland versus Canada. Switzerland versus Canada. When is this? Oh, Olympic curling schedule and results. Today at 105 completed. Women's. So those are not today. It looks like the next one is. We'd have to bet on, and they're not now, unfortunately. Yo, we're about to lock in here. We're halfway there. A lot of ways to go. As soon as this says 2K, come on. 1,500, 1,600, 1,400. Come on, brother. Uh-oh, we're retreating. No, wrong way. We were almost there. 400. Uh-oh. Hopefully it doesn't get rejected at 6,900. Dude, 97% chance. This is too easy. Look at that. I caused that. That was me. Matthew Kohrs, influenced the entire crypto market for this to happen. You're welcome. Locking it in. It's too easy, dude. It's too easy. All right, we're back to 1,000. It just needs to say 2K. We're going for 4K over here today. 1250, 1300, 1400, 1450, 14, 12, 1050, 10, 1150. Come on, let's get up to those 17s. I want to see the 1700s, 1800s, 13. Shit. 6. We're getting close. We're getting close. Well, while we're waiting for, ideally, SPX to pop to, like, my next target, I told you guys this was 915. I should be able to lock in pretty soon. I should be able to lock in around 905. While we're waiting for that to play out, remember Apex code Goonie, 90% off. This is tied with the best deal that they run, 90% off code Goonie. If you want to trade with me, if you want to do some degenerate curling bets, GoonieTrading.com. You can see the pricing, the FAQ, and the contact. This contact page comes directly to me. Feel free to just fill that out. Once again, comes directly to me. GoonieTrading.com if you're interested. Yeah, that's some positive gamma we're running into. SPY's chilling a little bit. Mag 7's looking strong. NASDAQ popped, went flat. Why should we join Goonie Trading? It's a valid question. Well, all these trades are posted in real time. Tuesday the 17th made 3.2K. Friday made 2.1K. Thursday 1.4K. Wednesday 2K. Tuesday $100. Monday 800. That's the weekly review. Thursday 1,500. Wednesday 1,400. Tuesday 800. Monday 600. And that's all February. So that's why, because the education behind these trades is what we talk about. So it's the entire concept of teaching someone how to fish rather than just to take a person's fish. So obviously I try to be as transparent as I can and post my stuff in real time, but the useful thing is the reasoning behind it, the education in why that happens. So if that's up your alley, GoonieTrading.com. But I do want it to be clear, it is not for everyone. If you self-identify as a fucking asshole, don't join. We had to kick 2 of them out yesterday. And unfortunately, there's always a weird correlation between people who are the dumbest people and also like this overconfidence in them being right. If you're just coming in there to copy signals, it's not for you. If you're coming in there to be a dickhead, it is not for you. I have no issue kicking people, banning people if you are disrespectful to myself, to me, to other community members. If you're there to legitimately learn, hey, that's what it's there for. Ask as many questions if you want. If you're there just to copy signals and be a dickhead, it is not for you. I get a lot more joy out of kicking people out of there who deserve to be kicked out than I do from whatever, your small monthly payment. So, self-identify as an asshole. JDA, you got to put it out there. I know FOMC no one ever knows, but would be, I know FOMC no one, but it's not an FOMC meeting. It's the FOMC meeting minutes, Cody. That is, FOMC meeting minutes are the minutes for the last FOMC meeting. It's not a new FOMC meeting. Free coal towing. He is free. Jefferson and Turf Dog. He is not banned at all. We are waiting an awkward 14 additional minutes to see if my full port bet on Bitcoin's going to pay here. How much capital are you guys using on average in the Discord plays? The account that I have right now, and I've been sharing it every single trade, every single day update. Like I'm talking right when I get in, right when I get out, started in December with 30K. So I started it with just above pattern day trading simply because that is a common account size. Obviously, pattern day trading in the US is the rules at 25,000. There are people in there who trade with bigger accounts. There are people in there who trade with smaller accounts. So obviously you would size it accordingly. But I'm not getting those returns with like a 6-figure account. Like I said, it started in December with a $30,000. The other account that I'm trading, the swing account's like roughly double that. I think it started with like 60 or 65. So across the board for options, it was less than 6 figures of capital. All right, I'm back to being red on this, which is a bummer, as I'm just waiting to see if this pops or not. If it pops, I'll get a fill, but so far locked in 2K. The other trade's down, but we got close. I saw 1,300, 1,400 at one point. Matt Kohrs, happy to see you're still doing your thing, man. Watch you back in the GME AMC craziness. Been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Those were wild days. Obviously, that was like the height of financial content, and I don't think we'll ever get back there again. Like, I just don't know if there'll ever be such a unified interest in trading and active trading, because it was a black swan event. We were locked inside, people were getting stimulus checks, and there was a squeeze that just took on like the cultural zeitgeist. I don't think we'll ever be returning there, but I mean, I had fun. Like, obviously, I was able to create the content foundation that I have now because of that craziness, calling out the corruption. And I guess it's kind of cool, and this is maybe egotistical, but to say that I have the record for being the biggest stock live streamer of all time is awesome. It's cool, and obviously I owe that to all of you guys, past, present, and future. The Goonie community support is absolutely phenomenal. I know I say this, but I legitimately think we have the best community in the entire trading space. We have the smartest people, we have the best traders, we have the funniest people. I love it. Like I said, I have no visions of grandeur that we're ever getting back to the numbers that we saw in 2021, but hey, that's life. That's life. It happens. Did this ever lock in? Oh, we're getting close. 1,300. I have an auto target. I got in at 13. I'm trying to get out at 15. So at 2K, and then put us up 4K on the day. And then I'm also waiting 10 more minutes on this call she bet, which I am apparently 99% correct as of this moment. But we did full port. We full ported right here. Cost, I had $2,580 something in there, so I full ported to see if this would hit, and it looks like it's going to. Dude, you can't miss today. I'm incapable of missing today. Cash out? Why? I'm going for that extra percent. Sometimes it's about the morals. It's not necessarily about strategic. Sometimes you're here to prove a point. I made a pretty penny on AMC. Congrats to you. I did. AMC and GameStop cost me from my trading about $1 million between the two. Maybe even more, honestly. I did not make money trading those. I was drinking too much of the Kool-Aid. And it's just how it plays out. There's no crying in the casino, folks. Can't cry over spilled milk. Rating other people's streams were fun. Yeah, it was fun. We're going to load up on USA men's hockey game today versus Sweden. USA versus Sweden. This one? It's at 310. Should we full port on that when this other trade hits? Should we full port on USA versus Sweden? Is that what you're telling me? Do we have any hockey enthusiasts in here? Is that a good bet? Or should we do it all on curling? It seems as if we did have some curling fans. I was around back then, made 50,000 thanks to you. I got up very early. I mean, everyone who listened to me, not counting myself, obviously, because I didn't listen to me, did very, very well. I was always the main person pushing, ride the trend as long as possible. If the trend breaks down, get out. There were many people who were saying, no, you're never allowed to sell. Don't have a stop in. I mean, all the video evidence is up there. Like, it's still there. It's not like that stuff disappears. The internet's forever. I was the one major voice saying, follow the trend, follow the trend, follow the trend. Don't have a profit target, and don't just arbitrarily hold it. And like, as I do today, I'm a big fan of getting your stop to break even. I think that's a good strategy. I was pitching that back then. But the big thing I was pitching is don't have a profit target, because people are like, oh, it has to go to 1,000, has to go to 10,000, has to go to 100,000, like blah, blah, blah. And it was just this, this horrible cycle of people always just saying, like, one-upping each other of like, my price target's 100,000, and then someone else would be like, my price target's 500,000. And there was this weird period in time where people like were coming up with stupid numbers for no reason. And I mean, it really was shining a light on like the lack of basic math education here in the United States. But hey, it is what it is. I never had a price target, because I said just follow the trend. And the same thing went with getting out. If the trend breaks down, get the hell out. And exact same with silver. I've been saying that about silver. Whenever you're in these like crazy like pump and dump situations, that's the way to play it. Ride the trend when possible. You don't know how big or small the trend's going to be. If it goes a bit in your favor, congrats. Stop to break even, all risk off the table. And then from there, it's a free ride. That's the best way to do it. It's a free roll. That's clearly the way to do it. And the fact that anyone thought there was a different way to play the situation to this day blows my mind. It really does. But hey, I guess it takes all types of people to make the markets function. So some people are, I guess, bound to be uninformed and losing money 100% of the time. Still hodling. Yeah, don't do that. There's nothing that's worthwhile to hodl beyond like tulips. Obviously, tulips are going to make a comeback ever since like the 1600s. I think the market's like greatly undervalued. But beyond that, the only mania truly worthwhile to hold with no, I guess, respect for any concept of risk is tulip mania. And they're coming back. And I've said that since day one, right here. Still long on tulips. Like I will never, ever give up my tulip holdings. Once again, regardless of risk. But beyond that, you got to respect your risk. There's nothing else worthwhile that you're like, yeah, I'm just going to hold it regardless. Only down 98%, so not too bad. What happened to the ice shanty business? You know, some of it got deemed to be illegal. Hey, Matt, have you received the 1 million from Apex? No, just waiting. Sorry if you don't like my question. It's my first time to see someone. I have no emotional response to your question. It's a question. But no, I'm waiting. They're still reviewing my account. Account is still in review. All right, we have 6 minutes until this bet is decided. And I have a 99% chance. We put 2.6K to pay out 3.4. We went full tilt on it. Matt, if it's not a secret, how much did you spend on prop accounts these months? Recently, I would have to run the numbers. I legitimately don't know. I'm not trying to hide it. I guess I can make a standalone video. But across Apex, Lucid, Take Profit, and FFN this calendar year, maybe I've spent 20K. Maybe I think like roughly in that realm. The Lucid accounts have been adding up. But like it's in that realm. I would have to make like a video. I just don't know it off the top of my head. Did I get my fill yet? Nope, but I am green at least. Dude, this song gets us going. This is the song that's going to get us. I can foresee the future here. I'm going to get my fill on Kohrs and on my options play at the same time. 11 a.m. The turn of the hour is going to be when your boy is locking in like 4K. I can feel it. 2K here, another like 2K over here, I guess 1K. So it's going to be a 3K. Turn of the hour. I'm calling it right now. Turn of the hour. I'm locking in this trade. I'm locking in this trade. 11 a.m. is going to be 3K for your boy. Are you trading binary options on Bitcoin? I guess it functions like that. It's technically an event contract, but it does function like a binary option. All right. SPY popped going flat. Mag 7 is ripping right there. NASDAQ. Come on. Bitcoin. This one's a lock, dude. 99% chance. Something catastrophic would have to happen in the next 3 minutes for this to not pay. And we're over halfway here on SPX. Where are we at? It's just getting a little gamma fucked right now. Come on. We're watching the time on this one. We're waiting for, well, you can actually probably see it better here. There's the clock. Am I on the right side? No, I am not. Hang on. Over here. This needs to say 11 a.m. in the bottom of the screen, and we need to be above this yellow line, 67,250 at exactly 11 a.m. That's what matters. Right here, right? We just need this to keep going. And we also need this to keep going. Unrealized. Come on. This one's a lock. This is such a lock. 2 minutes left. Are we missing anything else? I mean, we went from yesterday, which I found to be a uniquely difficult trading day, to today, which is almost comically easy. Should we get Togi on financial audit? Jesus. That would probably be the most comical financial audit. Honestly, his finances might be better than most people expect. Might be shocking. This whole Apex bans tons of traders. It's not like, people are so dramatic about this. They're not banning you. You're not allowed to get new evals. You're allowed to keep your current evals, including the resets, and you can trade on all of your PA accounts. People are freaking out. They're like, I got banned, thinking they're done with the platform. No, you're just not allowed to get new evals. You have all of your current evals. You have all of your current PAs. People are just so freaking dramatic about it. And everyone's like, all of a sudden, because they're banned from buying evals, they're acting as if they're completely banned from the entire platform. And it's just simply not true. There are certain people who get legitimately banned, and generally they have a good reason to do it, at least from the ones that I've seen. But this idea of like, hey, I'm banned from buying evals, so I'm going to go complain about it on Twitter and say that I'm banned completely, it's just not true. Like, literally, people just don't know how to read. It was even there. Like, see how this is just like engagement bait, and you just see it time and time and time and time and time and time and time again. Now I've scrolled past it, but like, literally, they're posting it right here. Breaking: Apex bans tons of traders tonight while continuing to like right there, not explaining it, bans tons of traders. You look at it, and you could see right here, you are no longer able to purchase evaluation accounts. The testing phase is now behind you. That's it. You can continue trading your existing PAs in any active evaluation accounts. Am I on the wrong side? Over here. Like, it's in the email, and people like literally just don't know how to read. No additional eval accounts can be added to your membership going forward. That's it. You have all of your current evals, you have all of your current PAs, and people are like spinning this up as like, yep, they are completely banning it. They're not. They're not. If you have evals, if you have PAs, you get to keep them. So basically, if you're a good trader, it does not impact you. Did I get a fill yet? I did not. I'm break even over here, but I got a fill over here. Look at that. 99% chance. Bitcoin was above 67250. We got paid. The account's now up to probably 3,400. I think we just need to. You don't mess with TTG anymore. I do not. Come on, just pop on SPX. I just need a little bit of a pippity pop here, like 906, 907, just so I can lock this one in. But folks, basically you're a ban when you are below your current evals and PAs. Yeah, but once again, if you're a good trader, you're not going to be banning that group. Like I had my PAs, the ones that are under review right now, for 73 days. So it's stopping people from the burn and the churn of PAs, like people who pass the eval, get a PA, try to quickly degen it, and then they get more PAs when they eventually blow them out. That's not real trading. That's not good, consistent trading. That's a ban, bro. Once again, are you fucking stupid? It's a ban from buying evals. Like, do you know how to read? If you are legitimately, consistently growing your PAs, you have nothing to worry about. Whether you can buy evals or not, it wouldn't be impacting you. Who it is impacting are people who get evals, go to PAs, degenerately trade them. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, maybe they get a payout, maybe they don't. It's degenning, and then they restart, like wash, rinse, repeat. That's obviously who it's coming against. So if you're not a person who's burning and churning, like, whatever, hundreds of PAs, it's not going to impact you. If you are consistently growing your PAs, you are good. And even if they stop you from getting evals, they're not taking those PAs. So on that grouping of PAs, you can keep trading them. The only people I have seen who they've actually banned the PAs are people with gigantic payouts and the game's over for them, or people committing actual fraud. That's the only time I've seen the PA ban. Other than that, people are being so incredibly dramatic about it. That did settle over here. Look at that. Boom. A nice little 32% return. That's hilarious. Did this one get filled? No, I'm actually still red. That's crazy. Well, you guys know what I'm doing. I'm letting this sit here. I'm going for 2K. It's slightly red. It got really close. Unfortunately, just things are slowing down. I need this to pop a little bit more, but I'm going to let it go. When you requested the money from Apex, did you leave a buffer in the accounts? No, you normally have to, but in my situation, you go for all the money. The buffer rule changes after your 5th approved payout. So that's a little bit of a specialty buck situation. But anyway, if you want to try it out, like I said, Apex Fat 90% off with the code Goonie. If you want to trade with me, GoonieTrading.com. You guys know my live trade. You can see it right here. SPX 6 and 900 calls. I have 10. My fill is 13. I'm trying to get out at 15. I'm going to leave that. Other than that, it was a really, really good day. We're making some solid money. Crushed on futures. Crusted on what's this? 35,000 here on futures. The options trades are still technically live, so I can't really comment on that. Crushing on call sheet. Look at that. Out in the nick of time. 3 minutes later, it would have been disaster. Did you get the million approved? No, it's not approved or denied. I am currently waiting. Just waiting for whatever their decision is. I don't have any reason to believe it would get denied because I followed the rules, but it still takes time to complete the process. So I'm just waiting for the process to complete. Any hoozles, that's what I have for you folks. I do appreciate it. Like I said, check out Apex code Goonie. Code Goonie is going to work on everything. Lucid, FFN, Tradeify, all the major ones. Code Goonie will get you the best deal. But with that being said, right now, financially, the best deal is still Apex. I always like to promote whoever the current best deal is because, dude, they don't have your back. You don't have their back. Just use whatever is best for you, your trading strategy, and your wallet. That's the best way to think of this. And then just stick with the firms that are also like reliable. Some of the small new firms, they just haven't proved themselves. So I refuse to use them until I know they've actually proven themselves. And then if we find firms doing sketchy things, guess what? Just don't use them anymore. You don't need to have loyalty. They don't have loyalty to you. You don't have to have loyalty to them. It's just a business arrangement, and just move on that's all it is. We don't have to overcomplicate it. Jesus, I am making money. Check this out. Already locked in there. $600 realized right there. Realized. Here are the orders. This was posted in real time on the Discord. So in the Discord, you would have already paid for half a year from this one trade. I sold at 10.23, out at 11.05, sold at 75, bought it back at 30. That is a put credit spread. Once again, $606 after fees locked in. If you just do the basic math of that, that would have paid for literally half a year of you being in here for free. Done. And if I'm being completely honest, I did double dip. I made more money right there today, another 1.6K. So I double dipped. I took the same trade on both accounts. So I'm done on the day. I suppose I'm waiting for this. Oh, dude, this one, this is the final thing I'm waiting on. Literally, if this one hits, we are perfect across the board. Futures hit, options hit, call sheet hit. This is the only final one. Like the one, it's a day of perfection. If this can hit 15, this is the one thing I'm waiting on. That's the one thing I'm waiting on. Yeah, I guess it keeps the story alive, you know? It keeps the story alive. Any hoozles, folks, hope to see you in the Goonie Training Discord. Respect your risk, and when in doubt, just be as lucky as I am, and it should all work for you. We'll be posting some content later on today, so make sure you like and subscribe on wherever you're watching this. And later on today, we'll be posting more content. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be streaming once again. Other than that, I hope you absolutely crush it. I truly appreciate all the good vibes today. I hope you make even more money, whatever you made this morning. I hope you make even more later on. I hope you absolutely annihilate the markets. I hope you're on a heater. Oh wait, am I about to be on a heater? Heater confirmed? Dude, this is so close. It's so close. 1600, 15, like it's right there. 16, 17, 1750, 18. Come on. 1950, filled. Dude, done. Done for the day. Done.
I'm getting rich. You getting mad? I'm getting rich.
Dude, it's so easy. It's so.
Here comes the money.
Dude, life is so easy for me. Like, life is so fucking easy for me. I'm playing life on novice mode, on easy mode. I'm on tutorial island, maxed out level 99. It is so fucking easy to be playing the game that I am currently playing. And like, I get it. I understand other people are playing life on hard mode, but just from day one, a crisp summer day back in 1994, I hit start. I switched all the settings. I maxed out my character. I moved it all the way down to easy mode. And ever since then, we've been on a fucking historic run. July 14th, 1994 to February 18th, 2026. It's just been fucking nothing but ease. Nothing but ease, man. It's just some people have it. Some people, they're born on a heater and things never cool off. I will catch you later on today. I hope you crush it. I appreciate all the good vibes. Peace.